afternoon. Today I'm going to go through some demos of setting up some new clients in our restaurant marketing platform, Krowd. You may see me occasionally go over to Eat, Drink Locals during these videos. These videos are going to be somewhat short. I'm going to cover each of the features and how to set them up. It's just kind of an educational process of how to use our platform itself. I've worked with restaurants directly as well as with many restaurant marketing agencies over the years. And about a year ago, we took a little break from working with all those and refocused our product to really get into AI more. A lot of the AI features that we have are underneath the hood, but you will see some of them live in action as we go through the different things. And so what we're going to do today is we're going to start by setting up a brand new client. This is an empty account. There's nothing in it. And I'm going to kind of go through it and show you how we would set up a new client for a restaurant marketing client. So to begin, the first thing we're going to do when we're in here is we typically come down to the tools section here and open that up, and we're going to go to integrations. But before I do that, I just want to mention the menu over here on the side is customized for each client. So depending on what you're doing with us, we may customize it one way or another, but typically this would be the look if you're a restaurant, or we may add a feature or two or take away a feature or two just based on your business, because for instance our fantasy football doesn't make sense if you don't have a fantasy football crowd, so we wouldn't include that in your package. So just wanted to point that out in case you see different menus and things like that as we go along. This product has a lot of features, so this is probably going to go over a week or two to get through all these features and post them onto YouTube. So first thing I did, like I said, is we go into tools, and the first thing we do is connect to integrations. So we're only going to connect here in the platform Krowd right now. We also have a chatbot platform, which you see right here. We usually would connect that as well, but for today we're just going to connect in here and pretend that we've already connected our chatbot. We might do that another time. We'll see. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this Facebook authorization here and connect up to Facebook. You'll see up here we have some additional integrations. We have marketing and ads, we have CRM, POS, reservations, graphics, AI, and communications. So we'll go through each of those as we need them. The one thing I will point out is under AI, we include your tokens. So as long as you do not go over, you will not need to ever connect there. And then we do kind of spell out on that page how many tokens you receive and about how many words and things like that you go. So I don't see any of you going over that, so no need to worry about that. Our pricing is going to be over on our getkrowd.com website, so if you want to see that and some of the other features, if you want to get ahead, you can go ahead and do that. It's just getkrowd.com. All right, so let's connect up to Facebook here, and then we'll show you how we set up the rest of this account for them. So this is pretty common. You're probably used to this when you're connecting up to other applications, but this is going to give us permission to be able to post on your behalf. And depending on the different things that we're doing, that could be quite a bit. So I'm in Gary's West Coast Sports Bar, so we're going to connect to that account. And so that is now connected. Now I didn't do a good job with this Facebook page. I didn't name my page, so I'm just getting a number here, but you will have your name here instead of your number. And that's just your facebook.com/whatever your name is. And I don't have one, so mine is the number. So once we've done that, we usually come over to the restaurant tab, and you can see here suddenly we have all this information. This was originally blank. We pulled this information. If it's your first time connecting to Facebook, we will pull off any information that you have in here and make sure it's all good. So you can see here I don't have a phone number, so I'm just going to throw my phone number in here. If you need to call me, here it is. That is my phone number right there. And then my from email address, I'll just put whatever in here. It doesn't really matter. I guess I'm Gary. I'm the West Coast, the West Side. I'm so used to being Gary usually that I thought I was Gary's Pizza. And I think it's the bar. So let me talk briefly about Facebook Pixel and the Google Pixel. Those are really, really powerful features that we utilize throughout our platform. So we'd like for you to put your Facebook Pixel and Google Pixel in here, the ID numbers, and you'll see that we use this in the menu, which we'll cover here in the second video, I think. And so we just use those in so if you're doing any kind of Facebook or Google advertising, they're just tremendously helpful in that regards. And hopefully you are doing those two things, but if you're not, we'll talk you into it because our platform is priced so that you hopefully will have money to be able to spend on Facebook and Google, because that's really how you get more customers. So we do a lot of posts for our customers. So you're going to want to have a business hashtag that we use. So we use this hashtag every single time we're doing a particular post for you. Then your description you're going to put in. You're going to check off these. These are used here on our consumer side. So the eatdrinkslocals.com. It's currently up, but it's not. We're redoing it. So that will launch here relatively soon, probably in the next week or so. We're just adding another feature, then we'll launch that. So these are very important for that site. And if you're working with us, you're probably using that site for something or another. So it's important to do that. So you're going to save that at the end. And what this does is, so I think you may not know, we have an AI chatbot that sits on Facebook, Instagram, as well as on your website. And we do put it on different things that we do too. For instance, your menu would have your AI chatbot on it as well. So all the information that's saved throughout this application is always added into your chatbot. So if you had no phone number originally and now you add one here, your chatbot would automatically know about that. Now we don't really have one for this account yet because we haven't set it up or put it on anything, but it is there, it is living, and it does have this information. Then we usually come over to the URLs. Now I'm not going to go ahead and put all these URLs in, but these URLs are things that we use throughout the application itself. So you'll want to have as much of these as possible listed in your account. Then we're going to come over to the brand, so you can see we've pulled off a logo. So remember, I may not have shown you this, but the logo and all this stuff is empty when you first come in here. But because I logged in and connected to Facebook, we're able to bring in the image, your logo, as well as the background image that you have on Facebook. Now, of course, you can change these if you want. You can drag and drop all this in, delete these, do whatever you need to do. And then you have your storefront photo. So I don't have a real good one for this, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab. I think I have one in here, hopefully. You know what? Do I have one down here? I'll just go ahead and grab this one. It doesn't make any sense, I know, but I just don't want to waste your time me going find it. And we'll worry about the chatbot icon later. We're not going to do the chat right now anyway. So that would be my, it's not a great background. There's got to be one here somewhere real quick. I think I put it in here. Yeah, we can get one from here. Here we go. We'll use this one. And you know what? I'm going to change this as well and just use this one. This is good because I want to keep this up for later for our next Alright, so those videos, so that's all set. So that's basically it. The rest of this we don't really touch yet. That's it for our first video, and I'm going to come back after this one and we're going to set up the menu and talk about how we use that menu to drive the rest of what you're going to do throughout this platform. And then the third video I think we'll do is we'll set up some of the marketing things. So we'll set up your first VIP club offer. So our VIP club is kind of along the lines of an acquisition program or new customer program. So that usually works with a Facebook and Instagram account where you're doing an ads, but it can also be an in-house thing. So we'll go over that as well. So menu's going to be next, and then we'll do VIP club offer after that. See you on the next video.